Another St. Lucian artist is off to the Grammy Awards, this time for an event to protest the victimization of women in the music industry. We will hear from Chrycee as she is about to board a flight for Los Angeles. She will tell us about the book that she will be contributing to. This is Calabash Community. We are happy for your decision to be with us. We begin with another high-profile event in Hollywood that a St. Lucian will be at. Yesterday we told you about Boo Hinkson going to the Grammy Awards. This time it is singer-songwriter Chrycee who is off to Hollywood for a Grammy tribute event. Chrycee is a featured contributor to the soon-to-be-released book Sheet Music, The Diary of a Songwriter. Chrycee left the island today, but before boarding her flight, spoke with us about the event that she will be attending this Sunday at the Avalon in Hollywood.
Okay, well, during my U.S. promotional tour as well as my extended stint in the U.S., I had the opportunity to get in contact with a producer from Los Angeles, and his name is Divine Evans, and he has won 5 Grammys, or works that he is associated with has won 5 Grammys, and every year he has an event which is called a Grammy tribute event, where he pays tributes to music icons, and so this would be his 7th year. The difference this year is that he recently launched a book project, the book is entitled Sheet Music, Diary of a Songwriter. And with that book, the whole objective is to empower women and to highlight some of the sexual injustices, I guess, and biases that women in the music industry face. And in my speaking to him, I understand that came about because there was a young artist who he knows who was raped. So basically, he reached out to over 100 women in the music industry to lend their voices. So essentially, each contributing artist, songwriter, we had to give an example of any injustice we probably faced just because we're women in the music industry, especially as it relates to men in power. And apart from that, we also had to share any advice that we could for up-and-coming women in the music industry. You know, just things to tell them, like what to look out for, how to prevent, a certain situation from happening to them, how basically to navigate so that they can safeguard themselves. So that's essentially how, what the book is about. And thankfully, through my association with him, which happened so surreal, I guess. I came across his profile on Instagram. I sent him a message, and in sending the message, it led to, some discussion as to who I am, what do I do, where am I from. And everything just happened within the space of a day, in terms of getting into the book. Apart from the book, he offered me, to be a part of the book, which I certainly said yes right away. And besides that, I also got the opportunity to do a voiceover on a song that he is working on. So the Grammy tribute will also serve as the launch for this book. And for me personally, I just feel honored to be a part of such a project that is geared at women empowerment and, just for me to be able to lend my voice to give any advice to any young person that could probably prevent them from, facing as many injustices, then I just feel honored to be a part of that. And I also feel honored to be a part of the Grammy tribute event. The song that I am featured on in terms of voice over acting will actually be performed at the event. So, I'm looking forward to being able to perform, although this time it's not going to be singing, but it's going to be acting. So, I'm just excited overall.
The tribute event, you probably mentioned it, I didn't quite get it. The tribute event, what format is it taking and what day is it taking place and so on?
Okay, no problem. Okay, the tribute event happens on Sunday, February 14th. It is from 5 to 7 p.m., but that's LA time, so I think we're about 4 hours ahead of LA. And it starts off with a red carpet event, which then leads to the performances and the official unraveling and launch of the book itself, and followed by an after party.
So these are issues that you can identify with and so on. So you may have had some of those experiences.
I mean, I can identify on a smaller scale, and I think that's largely because when I had decided to join the music industry, like when I knew I wanted to start music, and that's probably 8 years ago with my very first national release, I had already heard, all of the taboos, and you hear what's being said. And I was like determined that I would not be a statistic, that I would not have to give any sexual favors in order to move forward. And I always kept that at the back of my head, and it guided all of my relationships with every single individual that I have worked with in the music industry. So I've always approached it as a business and as a professional, and maintained a certain level of boundaries. And I mean, I'm quick, like if I'm not comfortable with something, I just don't move forward. And I'm quick to say, if I'm quick to speak up as well if I'm uncomfortable with something. So I think that in itself has limited, the experiences or the gravity of the experiences that I may have had.
All right, Chrycee, we are very proud of you getting involved with this cause and promoting it, and also being there as well for the launch, and also being a contributor as well. Something we look forward to, seeing that book itself, and also the other activities that you have related to that particular cause. Good luck. Have a good flight.
Thank you. But just to say, the book is available for pre-order on www.thediaryofasongwriter.com. And I mean, I really hope that even in our St. Lucian market, and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, that we could just, read it and just become more aware and lend our voices to that plight that women in the music industry face.
All right, thanks. We look out for the book, and have a good flight.
All right, thank you so much.